We at Autocar love fast motorcycles, and there's no better place to celebrate bikes like this than at the annual Autocar Track Day. Now this year, the theme is excitement, but also accessibility, and the lineup has everything from the impressive new RTR 160 to thrillers like the Triumph Street Triple RS and the Ducati Supersport S, and we even have a race bike thrown into the mix. Now as always, we have just the man for the job when it comes to setting the lap times, and that would be India's fastest motorcycle racer, Rajini Krishnan. Rajini is one of India's most recognized racers, and he certainly needs no introduction. His exceptional riding skills shine bright in the annual Autocar Track Test as well, because he manages to set blistering lap times on a huge variety of motorcycles that range from humble single-cylinder commuters to snarling superbikes. And he does all this in a brief amount of time with very little acclimatization to the motorcycles, which only makes it all the more impressive. For our 2018 track day, we start the proceedings with the most affordable and the least powerful bike here, the TVS Apache RTR 160 4V. With its new frame and more powerful engine, Rajini found the RTR to be a big improvement over its predecessor, especially in terms of refinement and a more planted feel at speed. The RTR was the first bike out on track, and it had to deal with some puddles of water left over from rain the earlier night. This did affect its lap time. Moving on, we come to one of the sweetest handling small motorcycles on sale today, the new Yamaha R15 version 3. The latest R15 is more focused than its predecessors, and Rajini liked the racy riding position, improved aerodynamics, and of course the added power that comes with the new engine's variable valve actuation system. Unfortunately, this lap time was also slightly affected by some water on the track, but the bike made up for it slightly by running an optional Metzeler M5 rear tyre. Simply put, Rajini says this is one of the best options for a beginner race bike in India. Thankfully, the track had fully dried off by the time the TVS RR310 was out. Rajini found the handsome new TVS to be highly stable and with adequate power, but he felt that its track potential was limited by its weight and the fact that the foot pegs ground a little too often, even after we removed the feeler bolts. Overall, the RR310 makes for a sporty road bike that is quite capable on track too. The RR310 race bike addresses some of Rajini's issues with the road bike, primarily through higher set foot pegs, a quick throttle, and a lighter free-flow exhaust system. Overall weight savings come up to about 13 kilos, and it also makes about 4 horsepower more than the stock motorcycle. However, it must be noted that the bike we had was running Metzeler M5 tyres, which are considerably better than the Michelin Pilot Streets that the race bike usually runs. Rajini liked these improvements as they helped shave nearly 4 seconds off the road bike's time, but he felt that the RR race bike deserved higher spec suspension, stickier rubber, and even lower weight. From the 300cc TVS bikes, we move straight to the biggest displacement bike here this year, the Ducati Supersport S. This is a road-biased sports bike, and our experience of it on the street reveals that it's one of the nicest road-going Ducatis that you can buy. On the track, Rajini appreciated the strong brakes and the sophisticated Olean suspension, but he found that the Ducati was quite heavy steering.
I feel the front is too heavy. Bike is not steering very quickly. When I go into lower gear, the bike is too torquey to holding the throttle. And maybe once you will go on third, fourth gear, the bike is smoother. And otherwise, the bike is good.
The Suzuki GSX S750 makes for great value, but it also packs a serious punch. A soft rear shock and long foot peg feelers do hold it back to some extent, but the 3-level traction control will be appreciated by the less experienced.
I feel the power delivery is very quick but very smooth. Not too much aggressive but not too much slow also.
We always knew that the Street Triple RS would be fast, but we weren't expecting it to be this quick. In just a couple of laps, Rajini was able to set the third fastest time we've ever recorded at the Autocar Track Day. a time that is faster than a number of liter class superbikes. The RS shines thanks to its light and communicative chassis, high-spec suspension, and excellent Brembo M50 brakes, which were easily the best of this lot. Now there are many fast, track-focused bikes out there, but what makes the RS special is that it is realistically usable on the road too. At the moment, there's nothing in India at this price point that can lap a racetrack faster.
I am unlucky because it's not giving proper race tire. Maybe proper race tire means other 1.5 second more easily. But very good. This kind of bike, like you can enjoy it for race track also. You can enjoy road also. The handling ways or the engine power ways, everything very good.
The results of this year's track day are quite heartening because they prove that you don't need huge money to set fast lap times on the racetrack. We had no 20 lakh rupee plus exotics this year, and the most expensive bike on test cost less than rupees 13.5 lakhs ex showroom. Whether it's the affordable R15 or the well-priced Suzuki or the phenomenal Triumph, there's plenty of fast and fun options out there for those of you who want to hit the racetrack on a reasonable budget.